this game in Raleigh.
Both of these teams had excellent penalty kills last season, and you can see why. Both very aggressive and confident.
Brett Hamilton, backhander, score! Dougie Hamilton, offensive-minded, gets his first of the year, and the Devils tie the game at 1. Here comes the Devils with numbers, if they hurry. Shot, score! Cody Glass, the twisted wrister, ties the game at 2. Here come the Devils now, as they look to tie the game. Pesce throws it towards the front, shot, score! Jesper Bratt has tied the game. 3-3 in Raleigh.
Flips it back out to center ice. Doubles, though, in transition. Meyer. Hischier gathers it up between the circles. His shot knocked down. Gets the rebound. Shane Vasilevsky rebound. Devils score! They stuck with it, and they beat Vasilevsky. And it's going to be Timo Meier with the Devils' first goal of the game, and they take a 1-0 lead. It's only Victor Hedman is taller on the team at 6'7". Gritza, left wing. Looking to go coast to coast. He finds Connor!
And watch Gritza go wide here with a little move outside. Finds Connor Brown.
In this period for the Lightning, here comes Hischier. Makes a nice move, leaves it back up top. Luke Hughes with a shot. It's deflected off the stick of Meier and goes wide. Then Hischier sticks with it, wraps it around, and scores! The Devils just finding ways to get in front of the net. Slings it back out to the point. Kucherov, quick pass. It's intercepted. Here comes Bratt. All alone, breakaway. Scores! Jesper Bratt gives the Devils a 4-2 lead.
I'm sure Vasilevsky was thinking he was going to do a breakaway move.
It drops it off for Browner, scores his second goal of the game, and now they break it open. It's 5-2. Played back out to the near boards for Meier. Meier underneath the goal. Centering pass to Hamilton with a shot and a save by Greaves. Bratt centers it back to Hughes. Goes to the far boards. They score! It went off of Hughes' stick. Gets to the far boards. And Timo Meier gets his second of the season. Now here come the Devils on a 2-on-1. Bring it up. Gritz pass out to the wing, and they score! Mercer! It's 2-1 New Jersey. Here it goes back up top for Johnson. Slings a shot, knocked down by Dillon. Devils gather it back up. Hischier gets it out to the far boards. Mercer, empty net. Dagger! And the Devils go up 3-1 with 56.4 to go. Luke Hughes, Meier, quickly to Bratt. 1:20 to go on the power play. Jack drives towards the net. Shot by the Jack! Jack Hughes, first of the season. We're tied at 1. Mercer back up top. Dillon slides it to Nemitz. Heaves a pass. It's deflected by... Deflects, bounces the puck past Tarasov, and the Devils take their first lead of the game. It's 2-1. Dillon with a shot that goes wide. Rodriguez backhand, can't get it out as Meier does a good job to keep. Diving play goes back out to Hischier. The captain gives the Devils insurance, and it's 3-1. And Nugent-Hopkins hard off the half wall, back out to center. Pesce gloves it down, finds Jack Hughes, trying to split the defense, and scores! Jack Hughes gives the Devils a 1-0 lead!
Oh my!
And a chance to widen this 1-0 lead here with 4 minutes to go in the second period. Hischier, who was dragged down, wins the faceoff. Bratt waits back in, score! On the power play, Jesper Bratt makes it 2-0. Kicks back onto the stick of Glendening. Can't get loose. It finally does. And we've got a clean breakaway. Connor Brown against his former team. And scores! Short-handed goal. Connor Brown. It's 3-1 New Jersey.
Finishes it off, but you know they get caught flat there, Bryce. Right? They got to have a little bit of a safety valve.
Stole away. Hughes all along. Backhand forehand. Scores! Jack Hughes on the turnover. And the floodgates open. It's 4-1. Scramble. scramble for possession. Devils take it. Meier can't clear, but a second opportunity by Heachier finds Mercer, who with the dagger scores, and the Devils take the commanding 5-2 lead.
Got it back up by Jack Hughes. Feeds that back to Pesce. In for Bratt. Back for Jack Hughes with a shot, scores! Jack Hughes through the traffic ties the game at 1.
Tried to go upstairs, short side.
Gritsuk grabs the loose puck. Straight away to Luke. Meier with a shot that flips in by Glass, who scores on the power play, and the Devils make him pay. It's 2-1. Lorenz stolen by Gritsuk, cleared back out. Here comes Glendening on a 2-on-1. Glendening leaves it for Dillon with a shot and scores! And the Devils take a 3-1 lead with 3 goals in less than 5 minutes in the middle frame. Here comes Max Domi skating with Matthews. Batted back out of the air by Dillon. Cleared back out. Here comes Jack Hughes, 1-on-1. Jack fires and scores! Jack Hughes make it 2. It's 4-2 New Jersey.
Slap shot even.
Devils come out. Bratt passes to Jack. Jack looking for the hat trick. Bounces towards the empty net and scores with the dagger. Jack Hughes, his 3rd career hat trick, and the Devils take a 5-2 lead.
You need all different types of parts and roles to have a successful team. I think Palat had a really good game
Brown
yesterday.
sneaks it in front to Connor, and the Devils score. More hard work and persistence, and the Devils draw first blood and take a 1-0 lead. He's got Middleton to contend with. Potter comes out, flips it back to Nemitz to Mercer. Mercer, Dillon doesn't waste any time with a shot and scores! He went since December 24 without a goal till last night. Make it 2 in a row for the defenseman. Over the New Jersey Devils, Juracek for slashing at 4:49. Devils 0-for-1 on the power play, and they score his first NHL goal. Gritsuk on the power play, and the Devils take a 3-0 lead. What a wrist shot! Pokes it into the corner. Kristoff loses the puck. Bratt towards the empty net. Dagger! And the Devils take a 4-1 lead. Slides a pass to Hughes. Back to Hamilton straight away. Fakes the shot. Finds Bratt. Bratt back down low. Heachier steers a shot. Doesn't get through. Hamilton with a shot and scores. Devils stick with it on the power play. And they tie the game at 1. Leaves it back for Hamilton. Backs up to the blue line. Back to Jack. Here's Hughes. Goes back behind the net. Centers a pass to Hamilton, who scores! Dougie Hamilton, 2 in a row. It's 2-1 New Jersey. To the near wall. Orlov slides to keep. Brown's got it. Here comes Connor Brown. All alone. Dagger! Empty netter for Connor Brown. And the Devils take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, so that's why they take the second look there, and sure enough, it was McKinnon's stick that took him down.
Good keep by Meier. Better play by Gritsuk to loosen the puck up as he hit Lehkonen. Oh. And the Devils score from the far boards. What work to keep the puck in. Persistence, and they get the first tally.
What a release.
Yeah, that was an absolute rocket.
Here comes Jack Hughes. Wrist shot, score! Devils back on the board again. It's 2-0. Colton. Wrist shot, deflects on. Taken away. Here comes Brown. Connor Brown all alone. Scores! Connor Brown with the finish. And it's 3-2 New Jersey. Jack straight away. Couple of moves on his backhand. Goes wide.
What a move in tight.
Nate just loses. Nemitz to Jack, who scores! Give me a second chance, and he took advantage. Devils win 4-3. Put a pitchfork in this one. It's 8 in a row.
Cotter brings it into the zone. Hamilton there for support. Landeskog battles with Cotter. In comes Nason. Squirts to the near circle. Nason fires a shot and scores. Devils take advantage of the turnover, and they begin the climb back. It's 5-1. Leaves it for Luke, deflects back to Jack, centering pass. Here's Hamilton with a chance and a shot, and it's knocked down by the glove. Rebound by Hamilton. He bats it out of the air, and don't look now, it's 5-2. Leaves for Nemitz. Back to Meyer. Meyer's got Lekin to deal with centering pass. Couple of passes. Heishier finds a Devil in front, and it's Mercer, and it's a 5-3 game. Still here in the second period, and the Devils looking for more. Here comes Hughes with Palat and Pratt. Hughes scores! Jack Hughes, tic-tac-toe. It's 5-4.
Slings a pass over to Bratt. Back out to Hamilton. Back to Bratt. Back to Hamilton as they play pitch and catch. Back out to Jack Hughes, looking for a deflection. They score. Mercer between the circles, and the Devils get that power play goal. It's 3-1. Broadside pass gets deflected by Delandria, but then kept by Hamilton. Balances the blue line. Back out to the far wing. Hamilton with a blast and scores. It might have went off a body in front as Hamilton took the shot. I think this is going to be Mercer's goal, his second, and makes it 5-2.
Played to the near boards and Clark. Centering pass goes back up top for Hughes with a shot. They score. It looked like it might have gone off something in front. Luke Hughes with a shot from the near point. And the Devils draw first blood, and it's 1-0.
Hard-working shift there by the Devils. Kings kept them to the outside, but the Devils had good puck possession.
Glendening with a pass out to Hallinan, and he gets his first goal on the sharp angle, and the Devils take a 2-0 lead. Slaps at it, gets it to Mercer, and clears. And here comes Mercer, skating with Nico. Mercer fires and scores! Short-handed goal. Devils take a 3-0 lead.
That would help.
Face off. Markstrom taps it back out to Mercer to the empty net. Dagger! The length of the ice! Mercer puts this game a 4-1 tally. Back to McTavish. Centering pass, and Seneca fanned on the shot. Devils clear. Mercer out of the box. Opportunity here. Mercer feathers a pass out to Timo Meier, who scores. And the Devils are on the board. It's 3-1.
You called it, Dad.
Jack Hughes, but
Having a little bit of a cycle game going there, a couple great chances in the slot, and just the puck movement. And that's going to be the difference in this game, is which team can get the cycle going.
Cody Glass scores! First game back, and the Devils take a 1-0 lead. Shalofsky across the crest of center ice, passes it back out to the far wall. Nemitz, shot, stick to side by Dobitz. Centering pass, they score! Andre Palat has given the Devils a 2-1 lead. Timo gets enough of it to get it out to the far wall.
Settle it down, settle it down.
Jack Hughes at the circle, slings one on, a save, rebound, trying to pitch it back out. Timo Meier scores! He roofs it to tie the game at 3 with 1:07 to go. And now he drives, right wing, stops, waits for reinforcements. And it's stolen away. Here comes Bratt. The game on his stick. Bratt, backhand, scores! Jesper Bratt has given the Devils the win here in overtime. Make it 6 in a row at the Rock. Squirts back out. Sends it out to center. Pittsburgh the first to get there in Letang. Gritsuk in his face, steals it away. Gritsuk shot, score! He steals it. He roofs it. It's 1-0 New Jersey. And in his career, he's 4 for 10. Gathers the puck. Shelops comes out of his crease. Score! Weighted him out, flipped it over the pad, and now the pressure's on Pittsburgh. Now to Jack. Hash marks, Heishier back to Jack. Straight up top for Luke. Creeps up, finds Brad. Centering pass to Timo Meier, and he scores! And the Devils score in the power play, and they take a 1-0 lead. Brad forced into the corner, tries to sling a centering pass, goes off a skate. Brad gets it back. One-timer, Nemitz on, they score! Nemitz the blast from the point, and they crack the code on Sorokin, and we are tied at 2.
Meier plays it across. Nemitz locates Heishier. And Heishier gains the Chicago line. Drop pass, Nemitz on the rush, on the backhand, he scores! Simone Nemitz The Devils in transition. Ritchik fires, saved by Knight. Got his own rebound, play to the cross. Here's Jack Hughes across, score! Dawson Mercer has tied the game for New Jersey. Hughes makes a move on Bedard at center. Hughes pulls up, waiting for support. Jack Hughes locates a man on the outside, and the Devils score to tie the game with 3:46 to go. A beautiful passing play, and guess who?
Spencer Knight has been exceptional.
Markstrom, stretch pass. He has Chicago caught. Nemitz for the hat trick, and the overtime winner, Simone Nemitz. An all-time performance. He single-handedly brings the Devils back and wins it in overtime.
Back down low. Centering pass by Palat goes off a skate and wide. Potter is at the doorstep. Luke Hughes sets up Gritzik with a one-timer, and he scores on the power play, and the Devils take a 1-0 lead.
What a blast, Dano. Oh, my. He lost the handle going to the forehand. And Ovechkin just crushed Brad.
Hughes with a shot and scores his first of the season, and the Devils take the 2-0 lead anyway. But a Devil is down in the corner.
Didn't really need Allen to stop that.
21-year-old Simone Nemitz has a chance to win. Nemitz off the head fake, and he scores. The Devils led this game 2-0, let it get away. Nemitz, though, wins it in the shootout 3-2.
They won 3-1 when he had like a .975 save percentage.
Goes back up top for Mercer. Shot saved by Vasilevsky, and it slides in.
There it is. The captain.
It didn't go the traditional way with the blast moments ago, but the Devils will take this one. It's 3-1, and they get that late goal in the second period. Devils buzzing. Here's Hischier. Cross-ice pass to Brown with a shot. It goes wide. Then it's gloved down by Meyer, and he scores! He took the rebound, gloved it to his stick, and roofed it. Devils with a power play goal, and they take a 1-0 lead. Sanheim went awkwardly into the boards. He's just getting up now. Here's Hughes with a move. Hughes at the circle. Centering pass to Nico, who scores. And now it's 5-2.
Well, just like that. You saved a goal. That was Nico earlier, and now he buries one.
Hughes, cross-ice pass goes to Nemitz. Back down low for Bratt. Bratt with a move. Sets up Nemitz with a shot from the point, and then he scores. Bang, bang off the post. So with the goaltender pulled, Nemitz has now gotten the Devils within 2 goals.
Again, that's the no-quit mentality.
Looking for Luke Hughes. He'll play it off the wall. Nemitz in the corner. On top of him's Hamonic. Goes back to the captain, Nico Hischier, back up top. Nace with a shot, deflected by Timo Meyer, who scores! And the Devils draw first blood and take a 1-0 lead.
DeBrincat, that's why he's a goal scorer. He's in the right areas.
Here comes Meyer with Bratt, drops it off for Bratt, the trailer, and Hischier, and he scores! Nico's red hot, and the Devils retake the lead. It's 2-1. Trying to shake loose of DeBrincat, pins it up against the wall, still with it with under a minute to play in the period. Brown, Hughes with a blast, they score! It hit glass in front, and the Devils with back-to-back goals have taken a 3-1 lead. DeBrincat sends it out, but that bounces off of Mercer, who puts it back into the Detroit end. I mean, it can't clear, and it's stuffed in by Connor Brown. As Detroit turns the puck over, the Devils stay with it, and now it's back to a 2-goal lead. It's 4-2. Taken away by Bratt. Can't find Nico. Gets it back. Climbs the wall back to the point. Hamilton. He shovels a shot. Knocked right onto the stick of Timo Meyer, who scores. Timo Meyer evens the game up at 1. Hughes. Brad drives towards the net, centers to Hughes, out to Meyer with a shot, save, rebound, they score! The captain, Nico Hischier, puts in the rebound, and we are tied at 2. Nemitz still out there for the Devils, he's got a head of steam, brings it in, Nemitz waits for his mates. Here's Hischier back behind the net, goes through Thomas, gets it back out to Nemitz and scores!
Question about it. and he's got one of the best shots in the National Hockey League. Great set of mitts as well.
Centering pass to Heacher and scores! What a creative play by Meyer, finds the captain, and the Devils take a 1-0 lead. But he did win it early in his career with the Montreal Canadiens.
Yes.
How'd you do? Post your questions to hashtag Cadillac Trivia on X. That kicks wide. Centering pass, shot, score!
Well, there's Mercer.
As the Devils get the job done again with the persistence, and they get that second goal.
As Brown uses the far boards to clear it all the way.
Look at this.
Takes it away, go to their circle, and they score! The near circle, a shot from Dillon, his third goal of the season, and the Devils break it open. It's 3-0.
Oh, Brendan Dillon with the blast, but
Spins back behind his goal line and used the near wall to try to clear. Brown gets enough of it to send it back out, and we got a breakaway for Connor alone. Backhand score! 4-0 Devils. Connor, after almost injuring himself back in the second period, doesn't get through. It's loose, but Gritsuk steals it away, and now the Devils can have numbers. Here comes Palat with Gritsuk. Gritsuk open, net scores! And the Devils put a 5 spot up here in Western New York and take a 5-0 lead as our City Gritsuk gets his second of the night. Looked like it might have been missed up to the far wall, kept in by Sanheim. Couturier can't keep as he lost his stick. Heischer, Bratt between the circles, leaves for Nemeth to score! And the Devils come right back and tie the game at 1. Heischer from Meyer, kicks wide. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Bratt with a move. Bratt creeps up. Centering pass doesn't go. Rebound, they score! Timo Meyer again in front. And the Devils make it a 4-2 game.
That whole sequence was all just a forecheck. Oh,
Mercer with the steal. Mercer backhand, forehand, backhand. Dawson Mercer is first in 8 games. It's 4-3. Brad holds it in, swings a shot over to Mercer. Mercer, Heischer, back to Bratt. Bratt straight away, gets it to Heischer. Picked in front by Timo Meyer. They score on the power play. By request from Kendanico, it's 1-0 by Maltachuk. And Matejchuk leaves it back for Pinelli. Intercepted by Nemeth. Gritsuk to Palat, who scores! It bounced right to him, and he wasted no time to pick up the goal, and the Devils add to their lead. It's 2-0. And Lundestrom, Bratt, Heischer, back to Bratt. All on the perimeter so far for New Jersey. Bratt looking for Meyer, who scores! Timo Meyer on the power play, and the Devils now within 1. It's 4-3.
yeah, you don't want those late goals. Having said that, the Devils were playing pretty well, and now they, again, just have to solve the goaltender.
Hughes with a shot, deflection, rebound, score! Timo Meyer finally gets the Devils a goal for the first time in 2+ games, and we're tied at 1. Dylan Cousins can't move around the stick check of White, and the Devils now will try to counter. Here comes New Jersey. Nemeth with a blast and scores! Shimon Nemeth ties the game at 1.
Oh, this is huge for the Devils, and
well, yes, and it's kind of like a similar story from the Boston game, Lane.
Brown, sharp angle, rebound, score!
I felt it. You could feel that.
Finally, the Devils get the break as Gritsuk cleans up the garbage to tie it at 2.
an outnumbered situation in this 4-on-4.
Jordan Spence stole away. Here comes Connor on a partial breakaway. He's alone. Backhand scores! He finds the 5-hole. The Devils take their first lead of the game. It's 3-2.
He's money.
Finds Gritsuk, backhands it down as it goes to win the centering pass. Gritsuk
Gets it out to the wing. Scores! Glass in this line is just making things happen, and the Devils take a 4-3 lead.
Keeps back behind the net. Crookshank tangles with Nick Paul. Comes out for Cotter. Back up top for Dillon. Hughes fakes a one-timer. Spinorama. Shot. Score! Oh, Luke Hughes cuts the deficit in half. It's 2-1. Good job by Nemeth to get back to cut off Hagel. Otherwise, he would have had a breakaway. Minute 10 to go. Pass goes to Bratt. Jesper Bratt. Forehand. score! What a big goal for Brad. If for no other reason, he's off the schneid. His first goal in 17 games. Denning has it, draws a penalty. And it goes up to the far boards where White keeps it in as the extra attacker is on the ice for New Jersey. Here comes White, centering pass, they score! Krupchak, his first goal as a Devil, and it's 6-3. So I guess the question for Keith will be, as here comes Connor on a breakaway, makes a move and scores! As he's trying to get odd goals in back-to-back games, and now it's 7-4.
Cheer me up as well.
Well, he cheered me up.
Now will he
A
volunteer?
lot of hockey left, Bryce. You mentioned it.
Lamico with a chance, runs out of real estate, centers to Nason, who scores! Stefan Nason ties this game at 1. Nason's first goal in 22 games. To Lamico kicks it to his stick. Back to Cotter. Cotter back up top for White. Balances the blue line, slings a shot, knocked down in front.
Oh, yeah!
Now they score! Cotter on the bouncing puck scores a goal for the Devils. And for the first time today, they take the lead 2-1. They couldn't take advantage of. There's Palat. Palat looking for Brown instead. Glass has scored! He had 2 options. He picked the right one. It's 3-1. Backhand, pokes it forward. Devils take it away. Here's a pass over to Brown. Brown makes a move. Brown slam dunk. Dagger! Connor Brown gets the goal for New Jersey. His first goal in 10 games as the Devils put it away and take a 4-1 lead and send the Devils up. Pass out to Mercer. Mercer waits it out, drives on his backhand, finds Brad. Brad taps to Hughes, who scores! Luke Hughes carves the deficit to 2-1.
Wedged in by Cody Glass. Hannafin, the Boston native, tried to wheel out, a cutoff by Brown. He's in, and he scores! Connor Brown! With a power move to the house, and the Devils break the ice. Jesper Bratt with a big bag of tricks. Here he comes. He scores a beautiful goal to the roof.
Just a walk in the park here for Bratt. Full control.
Dougie Hamilton leaves it back off to the wall. Brown with a couple of moves back behind that. Centering pass is picked off by Jersey. Good job by Brown, who scores off the feed from Eacher, and we're tied at 1. Brown back to Hughes. Quickly to Heischer. They exchange. Wrist shot on, save, rebound, score! Stefan Nason on the power play, and the Devils take their first lead of the game. It's 2-1. White taps it to Mercer. Cross ice pass to Jack. Jack one-on-one to Kesselring. So he climbs back to the blue line, finds some room, shot, score! Welcome back, Jack! It's 1-0 New Jersey. Meyer behind the goal line. He's got Gatcomb to deal with, so leaves it back for Heischer to Meyer. In for support is Mercer. Sends it back out. Shot. Score! Pesci from the circle. And the Devils crack the code early and take a 1-0 lead. This power play brought to you by RWJ Barnabas Health, official healthcare provider of the New Jersey Devils. Devils 1 for 25. Shot doesn't go. Brett passes and scores!
It's hard to get shots through.
Palat couldn't get a shot away, but Bratt collects, spins to the blue line, spins again, looking for a deflection. Bratt from the far point finds the back of the net, and the Devils tie it at 2. Pokes it ahead, but Dillon steals. Alley-oop pass to Brown, gloves it down. Brown spins, Glass trying to get it back to Brown, doesn't go. Center pass. If not now, when? Early third, down 2, first power play, they win the face-off. Luke Hughes straight away, deflected by Heischer, and they score! Finally, power play goal, it's 2-1.
Yeah, followed it up now. Good start.
Here they come, Timo Meyer brings it in. Leaves it for Hughes. Shot, score!
All right, now we're talking.
There's that Gritsuk release. There's that release.
So the first goal will be credited to Hischier, his 11th, from Luke Hughes and Jack Hughes. Gritsuk gets the second. Luke Hughes scores! An onslaught from New Jersey. It's 3-2. Balances that blue line with Hayden on him. Leaves it for Luke Hughes. Taps it back to Jack Hughes. Now finds Pesce with a shot wide. Hard off the end boards, but tangled up. Rebound score! With off the end boards, and the Devils hung with it. Now Hischier gets into a fight again as Jersey was going after him after the goal.
That was Hayden that went after. That's just a really intelligent, smart offensive player, Jesper Bratt there.
Meyer, shot angle, scores! Timo Meyer! It's 2-0 Devils. 5 seconds on the two-man advantage. Hamilton back to Bratt. Bratt slices the pass back out to the corner. Bratt with a shot. That's after the 5-on-3 expires, the Devils on the power play widen their lead. On X.
Now that would have been my guess.
Premier defenseman in the league for 6-7 years at that point. Dougie Hamilton scores on the sharp angle by request. Gives the Devils a 4-0 lead. Dougie's first goal in 27 games.
Heads up play by Meyer off the wall. Knew where he was going to put that puck before he got it.
Looks going to try again wide off the end boards behind the net. Tries to center back. Mercer scores. Dawson Mercer needed that, his first goal in 17, and the Devils tie the game at 1.
Shot deflected on. Skinner made the save. Devil trying to dig out the rebound. Jack has it, waits it out for Luke. Luke, Hamilton, back to Luke. One-timer scores. Devils score on the power play. 2:55 into the third to get your reason to believe it's 3-1.
There's one.
Just a lot of things go wrong there for New Jersey, and you think, from my perspective, they did a lot of good things on it.
Hughes, rebound, score! Hughes fired it in front. Hischier was there to clean up the garbage, and we're tied at 1, and even 33 seconds to go in the period. These two teams exchanged at the end of the first period. A nice response for the Devils on the Hischier goal, and here comes Jack trying to answer to his brother Luke, looking for a deflection in front. They get it! Glass makes it a 2-1 game as Cody Glass gives the Devils their first lead of the game. DeMello clears on his backhand. Kovacevic sends it right back in. Winnipeg will finish up a chain. Jack Hughes, a shot saved. Rebound, they score! And guess who?
What worked? How does the messaging? Is it the guy's going to receive it? And so, you just sometimes it's no different than a player. You have to.
Mercer scores on the Devils' first shot of the night. They take a 1-0 lead. Backhand to the Siegenthaler. He'll try again off the end boards. Goes to Hischier. 10 seconds. Nico on his backhand. Taps a centering pass. They score! Andre Palat. Two of the more dangerous forwards for the Wild. Jack Hughes into the zone. Finds a pinching Hamilton. Slides it back over. And they score! Jesper Bratt makes it 3-1 on a Dougie pinch. There was a clock adjustment. That's why there was the delay. Glass back on the ice to the point. Dylan, Hamilton. Shot deflects in!
Keep shooting.
And the Devils get it done again. A shot from the point makes it 4-1.
Devils, I thought, Bryce, we always talk about the gap. You have to stay just enough off them.
Mercer with a centering pass to Andre Palat, and they score! And the floodgates have opened. It's 5-1.
We know the opposition's going to play hard. We know Seattle's played extremely well, so not always going to go smooth, but the effort has to be there.
Hamilton shot deflects onto the stick of Cody Glass, who scores! And just like that, 54 seconds in, the Devils draw first blood. This power play brought to you by RWJ Barnabas Health, official healthcare provider of the New Jersey Devils. Ben Myers for holding. Devils 0 for 1 on the power play, and they score! Now 1 for 2. The captain, Nico Hischier, makes it 2-1. Between the circles. Drops it back off. Done. Shot. Kick the side. Now Luke Hughes with it. Can't exit, so he spins deeper and leaves it for Jack. Jack finds Hischier. Here comes Nico Hischier. Backhand. Score! The captain puts a fork in this one, and the Devils beat the Kraken by the final score of 3-2 in OT. Gets it back out to Hamilton for Meier. Hamilton balances the blue line to Glass. Back out to Meier with a shot. It's knocked down by Jarvis. Shot, score! Finally on the power play. The Devils find the back of the net against Carolina.
9 games here and have all those teams play 500 or worse, so they need to get on a heater.
Siegenthaler center pass. Hamilton deflection, score! The Devils get the deflection from Mercer and they make it a 1-0 game.
Around Weegar, curls behind Cooley. Pratt cuts back. Nemitz is down low. Off the skate of the line of the referee. Now out in front. Nemitz poke check. Cooley misses, and Nemitz will finish it. Tough way to end it as the Devils find the 2-1 win in overtime.
Gain the zone to the outside. A shot taken by Minaho. Goes wide, and now it's played by Glass. He'll take it out of the corner. Gritsuk with a shot. He scores! Arseny Gritsuk! In the dead slot, it leaks through Tristan Jarry, and Nugent Hopkins is beloved in this town. Yeah, the boys did a great interview with him in the pregame. Here's a chance for Cody Glass right on the mark. Set up beautifully by Arseny Gritsuk. Cody Glass puts New Jersey back up by 1.
And I told him this morning, I think Paul Cotter's going to get on the board tonight.
Nemitz with a shot, rebound, score! The Devils stick with it on the shot from Nemitz.
First, no,
and there it is.
It's Lenny Hamanaho with his first National Hockey League goal.
Back out to the wing, Brown leaves it for Hamilton. Now the Devils can get set. Hughes drives to the hash mark. Centering pass, Hischier scores! Right to the bumper, and the captain finishes. It's 2-0. Gritsuk off the glass. He's got Hedl to deal with. Devils come out with it. Hamanaho, Siegenthaler. Hamanaho shot, deflects in, and score! Glass in front. Devils make it 3-0.
How good has this line been, especially with Cody Glass?
Gritsuk, top of the circle, 20 seconds, centers the Brown shot, score! The Devils use the bumper again. Connor Brown's first in 16 games, and the Devils take a 4-2 lead. Myers, surrounded by Devils, loses to Kovacevic, who pitchforks it back out to center ice. Meier for Glass, score! Cody Glass stays hot, and the Devils take a 5-3 lead. Back to Jack Hughes. Stick handles back to the bottom of the circle, back behind the net. Still with it. Hamilton scores! Off the one-timer. Points in 8 straight for Dougie. It's 1-0. Trying to loosen the puck up. Brown drags it back out to the point. Hamilton. Hughes finds some room with a shot. They score! Jack Hughes with the shot. Might have went off of something in front. Second power play goal for the Devils. It's now 3-2.
That's a carom that went.
Iafallo wanted to get off the ice, but he stays to center a pass. Stolen away. Hamanaho! His first goal at home. Devils tied at 1. Brad trying to find some room. Hughes, circle to the wall. Back to Hamilton. Fakes the shot. Back to Hughes with a shot. And he scores. Now the Devils carve the deficit in half. It's 4-2. Back to Hughes. Finds Bratt. Bratt with a move. Bratt with some room. Centering pass goes to Hischier, who scores. And the Devils make it a game. It's 4-3. Devils, Gritsuk into the zone, drops it back off. Hamanaho taps it to Hamilton, who scores! Dougie Hamilton's on fire. We're tied at 1. Points in 10 straight games that he's played. Pass over to Mercer, just doesn't connect. And Smith can't get it out thanks to Mercer's stick for the Keith. Goes back down low. Brown alone, stick handles, and scores! 2. Mercer, he spins back behind his cage, and now the Devils possess for the first time.
Great read there by Mercer.
He's sure with room, a blast and scores! The captain, Nico Hischier, in overtime. Put a pitchfork in this one. Devils win 3-2.
Brady Tkachuk on the power play, but they got to be aware of them the rest of the night.
Hamilton shot ends up on net. Ullmark makes the save. Glass trying to fist it out. Quick shot. Score! Give Glass credit. He stuck with it on the original Hamilton shot. And the Devils draw first blood, and they take the 1-1 tie.
Of course, it just trickles. Look, I'm frustrated up here watching it. It's unreal.
Brad centering pass. Hischier scores! Off the crossbar in. We're tied at 1. Nico keeps, drives to the corner, back to Brad. Brad all the way across the ice. For Hughes, shot, Luukkonen save, rebound, score! With the extra attacker on the ice, Devils get the rebound goal. Timo Meier makes it a 2-1 game.
Markstrom goes to the bench for the extra attacker. Devils trying to take advantage. Back-to-back power play opportunities here if they don't score. Hamilton with a howitzer and a glove save for goal. It went through. It went through Sheloffs, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, that was in and out.
What a bad break for Pesce, too. Really nice shot. Got all kinds of time on the feed from Jack Hughes.
Here comes Meier, shot, score!
Timo Meier, just his 4th goal in the last 18, but it gives the Devils the 1-0 lead.
Jack Hughes, left wing. Hughes still with it, back behind the net. Hughes a little around the world, finds Hamilton, who scores on the power play, and the Devils take a 2-0 lead.
Second whack, bounces out of the air and out of the zone. 10 seconds to play. Taken by Brown. Brad. Hischier. Dagger. And the Devils get the empty net. Take the 3-1 lead.
You can breathe again.
Send it over for Balinskis. Just got away from another turnover, and it's a 2-on-1. Gritsuk and Hughes. Gritsuk scores! Arseny Gritsuk finally beats Bobrovsky, and it's the Panthers trailing 1-0 after another giveaway.
Did that look a little familiar there on that odd man break for the gold medal game?
Jesper Bratt. Puck was rolling on him, had to catch up to it. Feeds Jack Hughes. Shot it wide off the backboard. They score! It came right to Dougie Hamilton. And the Devils take a 2-1 lead on a 4-on-4 goal.
What a play that was by Jesper Bratt. I mean, it's too bad he couldn't have finished it. That would have been silky smooth.
That wrist to scores! It's Cody Glass with the tip in tight. And it's 3-1 New Jersey.
I don't think Reinhart saw that puck. He was trying to find it up in the air.
It's Reinhart, Lundell, Ekblad, Bennett, and it's stolen away by Dawson Mercer, and he puts it into the empty net. It's been that kind of night for the Florida Panthers, and Mercer. 48 seconds to play. Timo Meier. Jack Hughes.
I'm wondering where is Florida?
Here's Brown. Simone Nemitz. No problem. 2 empty netters, and it's a 5-1 lead for New Jersey.
They're playing a complete game. The goaltending, what a story, too, for Alex Lyon. He's been really good for them. So nice to see our friends up there in the Queen City of Buffalo.
Yeah. Shot to score! Out of the corner and blasted by Timo Meier and into the net behind Skolars to tie it at 1. Backfield away, here's Pratt on Benoit. Carries back to the net. Devils able to kill it off. No, shot to score! It's Gritsuk. Arseny Gritsuk gets the goal. In front of his own goal was Nylander.
Yeah.
Luke Hughes it across the line. He's got some help. Centered in front, shot, score! Connor Brown! What a play!
You know, you don't ever expect that, do you? Obviously work on it and practice a lot.
Well, a fourth liner to kick things off for New Jersey. Potter in, scores. That's the move. Potter gives New Jersey the lead.
Well, you got to know your players, right? The guys who...
They'll give them the opportunity to start together next season.
Cody Glass a takeaway in the neutral zone. Backdoor, score! Jesper Bratt! One-time snap past quick. Oh, what a feed from Glass. And the Devils strike first. Mercer just missed the net. Right on his tape from Gritsuk. And now, Gritsuk a return to Luke Hughes. That wrist shot deflected. Score! A Devils power play goal, and they've knotted this game at 2. The deflection by Dawson Mercer. All 4 goals scored in the first 20 minutes. Devils win the draw. Final seconds of the power play. Jack Hughes straight away with a drive. Score! Jack Hughes, just as the power play was about to end, gives the Devils the lead. And Bratt on the move. A return to Jack Hughes. The chemistry between these two is fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Bratt shoots, blocked in front. Hischier scores! The captain to the rebound. Power play goal for the Devils, and they've got the lead back. Centering pass right onto the stick of Brown. He springs Jack Hughes. On a breakaway, Hughes scores! Sherry onside. Now it's turned back out to the neutral zone. Walking in is Hughes. Throw the hats!
Thank goodness, because he was wide open there. He had time, should that pass have connected, to get a nice shot off.
There's a shot, score! Chiplicov, first goal and first point as the Devil carves the deficit in half.
One off the pipe, puck bounces out of reach for the rebound, almost get it back.
Luke Hughes dangles, backhand save, rebound, never scored! It's 3-2.
Well, I think we will. You can see that Marquis maybe a little fatigued as well. He's played a lot.
Hughes scores! Jack Hughes has been hot, 9 points in his last 7. They get 10 in his last 8, and now it's 5-3. Luke with it, drives to the point, loosens it up, finds Jack. Jack cross-ice pass to Bratt, to the bumper. Hughes who scores, but just 3.7 to go. Making it cosmetically close at 5-4, but with a... It's Gritsuk in stride. Wrist shot, deflects wide. Catches up with it, poked back into the corner. Center pass, score! Cody Glass gets the Devils off to a good start at 1-0.
I think somebody might have had a really good game. One player, I believe, had a hat trick.
Tipped on, rebound, score! The captain, Nico Hischier, hits 2-0.
They are the ones that didn't play the night before, because they totally, like you said, Daniel, they dominated the front of the net. They held on to pucks.
Mammoth with a couple of moves to Gritsuk, who scores! Gritsuk's been their best player. This line's been terrific, and we're tied at 3.
Well, on cue. Done. Absolutely, Bryce. I mean,
Hamilton, Hischier, back to Hamilton straight away. Hischier creeps up, back down low, sharp angle, batted around, score! Nico Hischier in the crease, his second of the night, and the Devils take a 4-3 lead. On the power play, Clark for hooking at 17-24. Devils win the faceoff. Hischier finds Hughes with a shot and scores! Jack Hughes on the power play, and the Devils take a 5-4 lead. Stolen by Panarin. Panarin steers it to the logo. Wipes out. The captain leaves it for Meyer. Dagger! And the Devils take a 2-goal lead. It's 6-4.
They had scored just one first-period goal in their last 6 games. So a great start for them as Hughes headmans it for Brown. Brown scores! The Devils are on the board. And then tangles with Corrali. Brown couldn't control. McAvoy gave it away to Hughes. Speeding in with Pratt. The drop across Pratt. Scores! Tied at 2. Wiped it around in the direction of Siplikov. Siplikov moving in. Shot, score! Paul Cotter! And the Devils have the lead. McAvoy off the iron. Ahead of the pack, Jack Hughes waiting on him. Ahead for Cotter. Cotter scores! It's over with 6 seconds to go.
They go to work here just seconds after the goal from Gavrikov has given the Rangers the 1-0 lead. Pratt to the net, tipped off the post, and Hischier puts it in out of midair. The Devils make quick work on the power play as Hischier scores, and it's tied at 1. Final minute of play here in the period, stolen away by Gritsyuk. He's able to turn around Fox. Gritsyuk on the run, drifting, shooting, scores! Arseny Gritsyuk goes coast to coast under the bar, and it's 2-1 Devils. They go to work for the 3rd time on the man advantage, 1 for 2 so far. Hischier moves it for Jack Hughes on a string to the front, and they score! Connor Brown off the setup from Jack Hughes. 2 power play goals in the game. The Devils are back on top. Out of the box comes Mika Zibanejad. Just a singular shot for the Devils on the power play. It's stolen away by Cotter. What a move! The rebound left there. Meyer scores! Timo Meyer able to follow up the Paul Cotter try, and the Devils take a 2-goal lead here in the 3rd period. Hughes walks right across that blue line. A little dance away from Cartier, sets up Nemitz, gets it back. Hughes fires, scores! Jack Hughes calms down the Ranger crowd with a slap shot through quick.
Of course, one a right-hander, one a left-hander.
Here's Jesper Bratt moving in, takes a shot, he scores! Jesper Bratt puts it through quick. It's a 6th goal for the New Jersey Devils.
Here's a chance, the shot is blocked in front, and then over-skating that bouncing puck was Jesper Bratt. Now he's got a chance, fires one, and they score! Jesper Bratt pulls the Devils within 1 with 41.1 seconds remaining.
There's plenty of time.
When we play well defensively, the offense opens up. When we play poorly offensively, the defense struggles. He really sees it go hand in hand.
Jack Hughes makes some room. Rebound, score. He waited it out. Jack Hughes stays hot, and the Devils take a 1-0 lead.
What a finish. What patience.
Oh, my. I'm telling you, what a pick. And he hasn't looked back. Starting as a teenager in this league, just continues to get better and better.
Bratt stick handles, impressive, and scores! Jesper Bratt!
And being a real responsible player for a young kid, understands the game well.
Connor Brown fights through a check, skating with Bratt. Brown hit the crossbar. No, it scores! Underneath the crossbar. It went back out. The light was late, but Connor Brown drives and scores.
Not feeling right. He took some wrong medication. And
there comes Hughes. Score!
Wow.
Absolutely filthy. It's 4-1.
Racing in, Meyer, and save to Smith. Outstretched on Hischier, and a blast wide from Mercer at an open net. Meyer scores on the turnaround.
Stymie from DeSmith.
Then Hischier, again off a stick. Here's Ben, save, rebound, fought for and cleared into the empty net by Dougie Hamilton and New Jersey.
No harm, no fouls. Devils bring it back up with Hughes. Stick handles to the blue line. Finds Brown. Here comes Siegenthaler and Hughes, who scores!
there's that
Red
pass.
hot.
They've been able to shut things down, Bryson, in their zone, even though they've spent some time there.
Bratt trying to shake loose of O'Reilly. That shot, score! Hits the post and goes in, and the Devils add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Well, I like that look there from the Devils, because now Nationals are going to have to be thinking Jack's going to take it to the net if he's down there again.
And Hughes with a shot. Score! On the power play. And the Devils back on top. It's 3-2.
Wow, Donnie, how hot is this kid right now?
He heaves it back out to center. Connor Brown kicks it to his stick. Back out to Meyer, and it's knocked back down by Evangelista. And Hichter gets it in for the hat trick. And the Devils take a 4-2 lead with the dagger.
Healers goes through him. Stahl pokes at it, but Hischier escapes. Hits Mercer in stride. There's a 2-on-1. Stops! And he finds the winger, and they score. Timo Meier does it again. Devils draw first blood. It's 1-0.
Saw from the Devils not recognizing they weren't hard in the next, well, you said 5-minute mark after that.
Tuan opens up, and they score. And it's the first point as a New Jersey Devil for Dadonov to make it a 5-2 game.
Luke Hughes quickly to Bratt. Bratt back behind the net. Hischier. Hughes back to Luke. Flip the shot, scores. Connor Brown in front might have got a piece of this. Devils score on the power play. We're tied at 1.
This is a terrific tip as he opens up the blade.
Goes to Meyer. Centering pass doesn't get to Mercer. Nazar can't clear. Another centering pass to Nemitz. His shot and scores. The Blackhawks are going to see Shimon Nemitz in their sleep. It's tied at 2.
Pretty special. That gold medal's pretty awesome.
Team is honored before the game tonight. Jack Hughes, hard pass to Hamilton with a shot and scores. Dougie Hamilton rips one. We're tied at 3. Bryce, we talked about at the start of the period. Nemitz with 5 goals against Chicago. Now Hamilton, here comes Jack! Scores! And the Devils take the lead, 4-3. Backhands off the side of the net, squirts to the circle. Hischier looking for Jack Hughes, all alone. Dagger! Slam dunk for Jack, his second goal of the game, and the Devils take a 5-3 lead. Of the New Jersey Devils. Hischier wins the face-off, which is the first battle. Luke Hughes, save, rebound, Hischier save, backhand, Brown scores. Right away on the power play, they carved the deficit in half. It's 2-1.
To the half wall, glove down though by Ovechkin. Nick Bukestad finds the loose puck. Outlets Kovacevic, gets a return. Bukestad moves in, centering pass, and Mammoth in front. Glass finishes a beautiful tic-tac-toe passing play, and the Devils have the early lead. Held in by Hamilton. Dealt down to the goal line. Hops off the stick of Hischier. Right along the shelf. Centering pass. Mercer scores! Dawson Mercer caps off an amazing shift for the Devils to give them a 2-0 lead. Had his stick tied up. Didn't get anything on that shot, but Jack Hughes tracks it down. Starts to do a lap in the offensive zone. Hamilton one-timer. The Devils retake the lead on the blast by Dougie Hamilton. Set up by Hughes. It may have been tipped in front. Now it looks like it's Hamilton's goal. As we head down the stretch here in the NHL with less than 10 games to go for every team in the league. Jesper Bratt with Hughes on his left. Gives it up. Hughes scores! Bratt to Hughes. Lights the lamp. And the Devils extend their lead. Around sort of. Jack Hughes through center. Across the line, Brown. Brown a toe drag to the backhand. Hit by Hughes. Score! Bratt to Hughes again. And the Devils open up a 3-goal lead.
Good look going to the bumper there by the Devils.
Bratt to Luke Hughes. Jack Hughes steps in. Wrist shot. Save made. The rebound. Bratt roofs it over Logan Thompson to give the Devils the 3-goal lead back on the power play. Looked at by Siegenthaler. Moved by Hughes. Bratt through center. Rink wide. It's Dawson Mercer. Eyes the net. He's got a pin. And the Devils with 7 on the board with 2:06 to go.
Well, I don't remember where, when, or what that helper was, but Kirkmuller was just a really good player.
Mercer roofs it and scores on the toughest of angles. And the Devils trying to climb back in. It's 3-1. But it misses Caulfield, allowing Siegenthaler to clear for Jack. 2-on-1 opens up again. Here's Hughes. Brad, back to Hughes. Who scores? Short-handed goal. It's 3-2. And he goes for the extra attacker. Bratt back to Hamilton. Meyer on. Here comes Hughes. Timo Meier shoots and scores! Timo Meier's done it again late against the Habs. We're tied at 3. Back to 5-on-5, and the Devils driving the zone with Timo Meier. Leaves it back for Jack. Tangles the blue line. Trying to get loose. Hughes shot. Rebound, score! Hughes took the shot. Timo taps it in. And for just the 33rd time this year, the Devils draw first blood. Bukestad backhands it out. Gathered up by Glass. Glass drives into the zone. Glass to his forehand. Shot! Score! What a fantastic move, and the Devils take a 2-0 lead.
Doing all the little things you need to have a good game like this.
Fowler's gone. Here's Jack. The reach of Connor Brown. Dagger! Empty net. Put it away. The Devils take a 3-0 lead.
Bukestad wins a puck. It's back to Siegenthaler. The touch pass, the sweep. Siegenthaler with room, shoots. Score! The Devils are on the board. And it looks like the first goal of the season for Jonas Siegenthaler.
You know, getting in between the dots and protecting the inside, and that's allowing them to transition pretty fast.
Here's a break for Cotter, alone, backhand forehand, backhand again, and scores! And the Devils tie the game up at 1 as Cotter picks up his first point in 11 games. Brown's got the rebound back at the point. Siegenthaler back to Jack straight away. His drive, score! We'll see if this tips something in front, but the Devils right back at the game. It's 3-2.
That 10-0 total. Jake Allen's had to make some saves. We get it, but the Devils have had some opportunities.
Here comes Hughes with Brown. Hughes scores on the twisted wrister, and we're tied at 1.
What a concept.
Yep.
Shoot the puck.
On-man rush, put it on net.
First shot on goal. Devils tied. Who else?
Cholowski off the steal. Kovacevic. Shot. Score! Bratt from the high slot just flicked it on net. We're tied at 2.
Well, there's .70 for him.
Wow, this is...
Glass of Bukestad still out there. Timo Meier moves it back ahead for Siegenthaler. Back to Meier with a blast. It doesn't get through.
Oh,
and then the rebound, they score. Glass was right there to clean up the garbage. And for the 3rd time, the Devils have tied it, this time at 3. Kane's right there, if not the best.
Just how smooth.
Hughes with Bratt on a 2-on-1 to break the tie. Bratt scores! He stays red hot, and the Devils take a 4-3 lead. Pops in the air, glove down by Hischier. He finds some room. Hischier hits the red line, brings it into the zone, drags it in for Mercer. Deflects off a Red Wing, and they score. The dagger with just under a minute to play, and the Devils take a 5-3 lead.
That's your captain for you again.
Just hard work.
One hand.
Right from the Devils zone.
Hischier tries to grab it, goes to Timo Meier. He gets cut off by Eller. Meier wins the battle, climbs the wall, looking for a deflection in front. Rebound, score. Nico Hischier finishes the job, and the Devils take the 1-0 lead. Thompson slides it to a vacant point. Out it goes. Hughes, Brown alone, short-handed, scores! I'm not sure he really ever got a shot off, but it finds the back of the net, and the Devils take the 2-0 lead. At the blue line. Too far for Spence. Hischier clears, and now a clean break for Mercer. Dawson Mercer alone. Scores! Take that, Reds. We're tied at 3. Devils keep the same power play. Devils win the face-off. Hughes to Hamilton. Hughes backs up to the blue line. Jack slings a shot, save. Digging for Hischier. He scores!